Yes sir, it's your boy B Hayes. We back with another one, guys. So before we get into it, let's give this video a thumbs up. If you're new around here, you already know what to do. So AMC is margin calls coming tomorrow, guys. So I'm not the one to never do a video whenever I see, follow the leader, follow the copycat, be a copycat, see everybody else making a video about something. A lot of YouTubers start bandwagon and want to make a video on that same topic just to get traction, guys. I never been that guy and never will start. Only way I talk about a subject if you guys want me to put my 2 cents in on it, then I will. In which I got, a couple people saying, hey B Hayes, what's up with the margin call tomorrow? What's your thoughts on that? What you think about that? What you think about this? So let's go ahead and touch bases on it, because in actuality, it's just to keep you guys on edge, to keep content rolling, because margin calls is already being done, guys. It's not one specific. Everybody is on different platforms, meaning everybody is in different situations. Everybody pockets and monetary value is different. So with that being said, guys, margin calls has already started. Margin calls ain't just starting on tomorrow, in which that's why I say I was going to let you guys know, well, hey, that's that's wrong. That's just nobody knows exactly when margin calls is going to start, and in reality we already know it already been did. Companies and these hedge funds and these big institutions, they already been margin called. 9 times out of 10, more retail investors is using less margin than these institutions and hedge funds use. Institutions and hedge funds, they always using leverage, because that gets them, one step ahead way quicker than just using their regular money. The rich, the white folks, I'm gonna go ahead and say, guys, no offense, nothing like that, but just saying they always been a little bit smarter with their money overall. Even though you still got some white folks that's not good with their money, but overall we always put that on those kinds of people, being for the fact that they have been smarter with their money. My people now catching up. Not to put this about people at all, but this is just how I talk, guys, and it is what it is. But anyways, like I say, a lot of people is just saying this because they hear other people saying it, not knowing that you should be straightforward with people. And if you want to talk about margin calls and let them know what's going on, tell them that what's really going on. Margin calls already been in effect. It's already happening, meaning people is getting margin called every single day since the market has been crashing, guys. As it been coming down, people has been getting margin called. A lot of these hedge funds and bigger companies, they always use leverage. That's why I always tell you guys, never use margin. The only time you're gonna use margin is if you believe in something so good that you willing to put your house on the line for it. You willing to put your house on the line for it, then you can use margin, guys. And then I still wouldn't advise nobody to do it. I'm just saying, you did your research so thoroughly, things is just, you just believe almost 100% that this investment is going to work out for you, and you just need that extra leverage, then I would say you could possibly use it, and you better still have some backup cash and some backup funds if things don't go your way, if you do that. But 9 times out of 10, retail investors, from you not being much experienced in the market and not knowing much, you definitely don't need to use margin. These other guys, these hedge funds, these big institutions, they've been in the game for decades, 20 years, 30 years, being in the game, had this information passed down to them. So for them to use margin, it's basically, it's easier. It's way easier, except for when situations come about as this. They wouldn't expect for this to happen, because like I tell you guys, this situation only come around every so often. This 2008 all over again, 1972 all over again. So with that being said, guys, nobody can't predict for when this is going to happen, whenever catastrophic situations are going to come about and make the world go in fear and panic and all this different stuff going on that cause the market to do what it's doing. They couldn't time that. So with that being said, even though they well experienced and very good with using margin during these times, this when it get to where I couldn't see that coming. I can't see it coming, and they got hit. They getting hit, and the smallest hedge funds is going to get hit the hardest. The smallest institutions will get hit the hardest, because they have the least amount of assets, the least amount of liquidity to add to their position, so they won't get margin call. So the bigger ones, even though they say margin calls coming, you guys still got to understand, whenever these big dogs get margin call, they got so much money they can liquidate an asset or still got cash sitting on the side that they could easily fund their account to where they're eligible to not be margin called. And then once it start happening back to back, the market keep just falling now, that'd be a different story where they have to keep putting money. But still, it's going to take them a while to run out of money, guys. These people have lots and lots of money, and unless they get to the position to where their investments is dropping drastically, like we seen these large cap companies has came down 60-70% from their highs. So these people is already being margin call, guys. The margin calls is happening. It's been happening this whole time. It's not just tomorrow. And then what y'all trying to say is supposed to happen tomorrow? Just a specific, on tomorrow everybody at one time is supposed to get margin call. No, it's not going to work like that. Of course, people already been getting margin call last week. They gonna be getting margin call this week. They gonna be getting margin call next week. It varies. It's on different scales. It varies on the person. Everybody is not getting margin call at the same time because everybody not invested with the same quantity of shares in the same companies. So it doesn't make sense for everybody to just, margin calls start tomorrow. No, margin calls being started. And of course, yeah, it makes sense. Margin calls will be tomorrow as well, but y'all coming out with these videos like this is something that's just happening. Like it ain't been happening. Like tomorrow is the first day out of all this craziness that we've been experiencing. Tomorrow is going to be the first day that margin calls happen. No, that ain't the case, guys, which is true, but it's true in the instance because it's guaranteed to happen. It's already been happening, but I'm trying to get you guys to realize and see that tomorrow ain't just one magical lucky day. Nah, it's the same old bullshit, the same old day, same old. You get what I'm saying? And that's all I'm just trying to let you guys know. Don't be, carried away, get your hopes too crazy, or none of that. Just chill, just vibe, because AMC is going to do what AMC is intended to do, guys. Because pressure, a whole lot of pressure, once it keep building up, I don't care how manipulated something is, or how crazy a situation is, or how tough something could be. Once that pressure builds up, what's going to happen? It's going to explode. It's going to booyah. It's just going to, you get what I'm saying, guys? And that's exactly what happened when AMC traded down to the $13-14 range. And I told you guys that's the lowest it was going to go before we run back up to the top. And in less than 13-14 days, that pressure, even with all that manipulation, I was looking for my analogy the other day. I want to let you guys know exactly how AMC ran up to 33-34 after coming down to 13-14. And the reason behind that is because even though we being manipulated, they're like, how we being manipulated? But they let it do that. It's because once that pressure, once it's so much pressure, is you can't hold it back. It ain't gonna do nothing but pop, explode. After so much, it don't matter how tough, how strong, how powerful a manipulation tactic is, after so much pressure, it ain't got no choice but to explode, guys. And that's exactly what's going to happen with AMC. And the margin call thing is already been happening. Nothing new here, guys. It's happening. Yeah, it's gonna happen tomorrow, but the thing is, ain't nothing special about it because it's already been happening. Make it make sense, though. This is just my thoughts. This is my thoughts, man. Y'all already know, man. Hey, dare to be different. We gone, man. I love y'all. We out, and God bless you. We gone.